In 2010, my husband deployed for the first time, and I'll never forget standing in that hangar and hugging him for the last time. I was afraid that I'd forget what he felt like and what he smelled like. And it was during that time that, for the first time in my life, I started to lose hope, that I started to go numb. I mean, I was really good at smiling on the outside, but on the inside, I didn't know what to do, and I started going through the motions. I started feeling sorry for myself. I started to allow bitterness for where we were at in life take hold. And I remember walking down the stairs one morning, like I did every morning, to start a pot of coffee because our 10-month-old didn't sleep very well. And I saw this sign that I'd seen a million times. As a personal trainer, I had used it and said it thousands and thousands of times with my clients, and it said, if you want something different, you have to do something different. And for the first time in my life, the word "you" popped out. Summer had to do something different. Summer had to make some changes. It was up to Summer to stop waiting for someone to come rescue me, to stop looking for my husband or for my in-laws or for my parents or for my friends, but Summer had the ability to dig herself out. And I feel like it was in that moment that God was like, wake up. I gave you the gift. I gave you something to get excited about. I'd just been too stubborn to see that.
I was a teenage girl that really struggled with an eating disorder. I overexercised, I starved myself, I took laxatives, all the things that we don't want our daughters to do, right? And I battled with that for over 10 years, and I just needed something different when I had my daughter. And so my friend reached out to me and was my something different, and she provided me with the Beachbody opportunity to just join hands with her and to link arms with her and to do something to better my health, but in a way that I had never done before. It was new to me. It was the healthy way. It was the right way. It was the way that was sustainable and that I could thrive in and be surrounded by other positive moms that were moving in that direction. And it literally saved my life.
I was first introduced to Beachbody 13 years ago. My mom bought Slim in 6 off an infomercial. I did that to get ready for my wedding. I used to watch on the video, they would talk about being a coach, and I didn't really know what that meant, but I would see the videos and I thought, that's pretty cool that they do that. And I kept saying, I don't want to coach, but once I got in and started to see and hear other people's stories, I thought, well, why not me? Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could share some of what I've been through and my ups and downs with somebody else. Maybe someone's in my same position and they could benefit from either the fitness or the nutrition or the support or all of it. And so I just started to share a little bit and had overwhelming response that people said me too, and they wanted to join in on the journey too.
I remember actually the conversation that led to me saying yes to this opportunity. I remember sitting with my husband and us having a serious conversation about me going back to work outside the home. I remember, my daughter being 3 years old and us praying for our second child, and I got this pit in my stomach thinking of missing all the moments of having to watch all the big moments of the child that we were praying for through someone else's eyes. And that was just not part of the plan. That's not what I had dreamed about. I wanted to be home with my kids, and more than ever, with my husband being in the Army, I knew that there were deployments and there was, he was going to be gone a lot, and I knew there was going to be so much instability, and I wanted to be that rock for them. I wanted them to be able to count on me to be there for them at home. And so I remember this opportunity popping up my head and thinking, like, this is it. I've got to run with this. I've got this opportunity in my hands, and I can use it so that I can be at home with my kids.
I had lost 72 pounds. I felt like my 3 kids finally got their mom back, and my husband got a wife back, and I had friends back, and I was confident, and I could go back up to my friends and have a good time. And then next thing I knew, my friends were noticing that I was different. And then Summer was like, why don't you be a coach? Why don't you do what I do? Have you ever considered doing what I do? And for 4 months, I flat out told her no. I'm like, I had 3 kids, I had a full-time job. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do it. she kept asking and asking me, and I thank the Lord every day that she did.
I became a coach to get a discount on my products, and literally within 1 month of helping one person get started and lose their first 10 pounds, I just had this light bulb go off that was like, that was so easy and so fulfilling and so rewarding. If I just invited more people and talked to more people, I could help more people and build a business. Over the past 5 years, I've turned it from a discount to a hobby to a career. Like, this is my job. I'm very confident when I talk to people that I'll be here 5 years from today. And I love inviting people in because they might start the same exact way. They might not even realize that they do need this or do want this. But then I also invite people in that are struggling financially. They need an extra $100 a month. They need an extra $200, $500, $1,000. They want, they want to make their car payment. They want to pay their mortgage. They want to take their kids on vacation. When I first started, I was like, I just want to save enough to take my family to Disney, which is a lot of money. That when you have 3 kids and you're bringing your mother, like, that's a lot of money. So every paycheck that I made went into account, and I started in May. In October, I took my entire family to Disney for a week, and it was amazing. It was something that I could do to give back to my family. And since then, it's grown and grown, and I enjoy it so much that even though it's my job, it doesn't feel like a job. It's something that I'm excited to do. It's something that I enjoy the people that I work with. I enjoy that I can do it anywhere, at any time, on my schedule. And it's not a 9 to 5, it's not in a cubicle, and I get to make the rules.
As I started to dig into the community, the Beachbody community of coaches, and learn about the things that they were doing, I found that there were a lot of coaches that were able to break the bonds and find freedom from their 9 to 5 job. No more fluorescent lights, no more cubicle life, no more staring out the window, knowing that life is going on out there, and I wasn't part of it, that I was stuck there for 8 hours out of the day, or actually 10 hours out of the day because my drive was so long to get to work. And on the flip side, I wasn't spending any quality time with my family. I wasn't present because all my time was spent at work, and I started to burn out. And I needed to make a change because I couldn't do that all my life. I really sat back and said, is this what life is all about? Is this it? I'm racing to work. I'm at a place that I don't want to be all day. And then I come home, and the people that I'm supposed to love and support and take care of, I have no energy for. So I knew I needed to do something different. And that's when I noticed that all these other coaches were finding that way that they could free themselves from the bonds of 9 to 5. Teachers, lawyers, other corporate moms like myself were doing that, and they were creating these amazing lives for themselves, and they were leaving the corporate life, and they were working when they wanted to, how they wanted to, where they wanted to, and oh my goodness, I wanted that. I wanted that desperately, and they showed me that there is a different way and a better way to earn a living and to make a life. And so I went for it.
I became a coach a little over a year ago as Beachbody had completely turned my life around. I was at over 300 pounds and had really hit a dark place in my life and in my health and fitness journey. I had gotten to a point where I was so out of control. I was suffering with anxiety and depression, and I knew something had to give. My beautiful sister is a Beachbody coach, and I watched her as she transformed her own life and held the hands of others and helped them to do the same. And so I reached out to her, and I said, sister, take my hand. I am ready for this journey. And then the weight just began coming off, and I had joy in my life again, confidence, and I felt adventure that I had not felt in years, just that fire burning in my heart to do things that I had not done in so long, and it was such a blessing. And as that began to unfold in my life, I knew that I had to pay it forward by taking the hands of others and leading them to their personal success with their fitness and their nutrition, and I have continued to do that over the year, and it's been such a blessing. It really has.
And now, I look back and I smile when my husband and I talk about it, because he said the first thing that he saw wasn't the financial gains, because honestly, there wasn't. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a business, right? And the first thing he saw is he saw the excitement. He saw the light come back in my eyes. He said he got his wife back again. You guys, my kids got their mom back again. I woke up each morning excited to dig in, excited to love on people, excited to rub shoulders with people, not that were perfect, not that had it all figured out, but that were taking control and moving in a positive direction. People were like, me too, I'm with you, I got your back. I was so excited that my husband said from 7,000 miles away when we had talked on Skype, he could see and feel that light again. And you can't put a price tag on it.
There's one thing absolutely that changed my heart enough to say yes and join my first group ever, and it was my coach. And it was the fact that she loved me right where I was, that there was no judgment. I didn't have to be a certain person or look a certain way. I was loved just as I was, and that was the first time I'd ever felt that so completely. And I stayed because I started to feel that from an entire group of women who I could call and ask for support and help no matter what. And then I got the opportunity to do that for other women myself. And there's nothing I would rather do than help them to feel as loved as my coach made me feel.
I'd been watching Summer. My sister was a coach, and I knew throughout my journey, Summer, I always felt like I had Summer on my shoulder. Like I had this little Summer just pushing me, keeping me going, helping me keep accountable. And if I knew if she was there throughout my fitness journey, I knew she was going to be there throughout, I'll call it my life journey, throughout my coaching journey.
I originally started on this journey with a free 10-day challenge. I told my coach that it wasn't going to work, but I would certainly do the free 10-day challenge. And then after that, I was going to be done. And she kind of talked me off a cliff a little bit. And she said, well, why don't you just give it 10 days? And so I did. And I loved the workouts. But more than that, I loved the community. I loved having somewhere to check in every day. I loved getting feedback. I loved knowing that there were people on this journey with me to encourage me on the days that I was down and to lift me up on the days that I was winning, reaching goals, and that really drew me in. My coach invited me to be a coach, and I said, no, that's not for me. I'm not one of those kind of people. The more I thought about it and the more I watched the ladies in my challenge group that were all coaches, the more I just was very drawn to the idea, and I very much wanted to be part of their tribe. I wanted to be surrounded by them more. I liked them all.
Being surrounded by people that are moving forward and that aren't perfect, but are just taking each day together, arms linked, and saying, girl, I got you. I got you. I've moved that mountain and you can too. And it's this amazing ripple effect that continues to grow and grow and grow. And in the process, it has also blessed my family. And 5.5 years later, I'm still home. I'm homeschooling and I'm doing things and traveling, and we just have more opportunity and more time together. And that is just something that's it's just priceless to me.
If you don't have that team and that support system and those coaches to check in on you and bring you back and remind you that this is a lifelong journey, you're gonna quit. And that this is what's helped me not quit for 5 years. I'm far from perfect. I have lots of things to work on. We all do. We all will the rest of our life. That's growth. But I always have this team that's like checking on me, pulling me in, and motivating me more.
To know that somebody has my back and I don't have to constantly be checking behind me. I don't have to be looking for people who are out to get me, because I'm surrounded on all sides by people who are cheering me on, picking me up when I fall, and celebrating with me as I take steps. And I get to do the same for other people. And it's amazing. That is the one thing that has made the biggest difference. It's not the food I ate, it's not the workouts, it's not the shake, it's none of that. It's being surrounded. It's it's knowing that I got this, because I have other people saying, you got this. And it's not about the weight I've lost. It's not about any of that. It's about the people. It's about the heart. And man, I'm surrounded by a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of love.
I love helping people. I love this company. I love everything that it stands for. And why wouldn't I want to share that with other people, right? But I tell you what, you guys, this business is so simple, but it just takes diligence to take those steps every day. And if you do that, you're going to find success.
So if you have been watching us, watching me, watching our team and thinking, I want to do that too, or I want to learn more, please reach out. Like, we want you on our team. We want to help you succeed. And your goals are your goals. So if you want to be a VIP challenger and save 25%, we can help you do that. If you want to make an extra $100 just so you can go on a date night and pay for babysitter, we can help you do that. If you want to dream bigger and better, bigger and bigger and be a part of the Millionaires Club like many people on our team, you can do that too. You get to decide what your vision is, and we will help you. We will give you the tools.
I hope that, if you are thinking about, or somebody has passed this gift to you, that you will take it and that you will run with it, and that you will allow yourself to see the gift that it truly is.
I'm going to ask you the same question that someone asked me when I was first introduced to this gift, this opportunity. They said, what would $200 do for your family? And it was like time stood still. For our family, $200 was like $1 million. We lived in the red every month. It was stressful to do our finances. I don't know if you can relate to that. And if we went on vacation, it was definitely on a credit card. We had racked up $100,000 worth of debt, and we could feel the financial noose getting tighter and tighter. I could feel the stress in our relationship. What would $200 do for our family? It would allow us to go on a date. It would allow us to save for a vacation. It would give us the wiggle room not to stress. And then he said, what would 500? And I was like, mind blown. What would 1,000? What would 2,000? They said this business could be anything I wanted it to be. That I got to be my own boss and build my own fitness boutique however I wanted. I could do it, with my personality. And I could build it at the intensity and at the rate that was best for me. It was like the heavens opened up. And I'm going to ask you that same question. What is it for you? Is it an extra $200 for your family? Would it be, is that the difference between you being able to tell maybe your kids, like, sure, let's sign up for that dance class. Let's go to that football camp. Let's save for that vacation. Yes, let's save to go to Disney. What would it be for you? I don't know. What would $500? What would $2,000? What do you want to replace in income? Is your husband having to work overtime or on the weekends doing odd jobs to make ends meet? Do you want more time together? You guys, when I first started, I just wanted more time. I wanted more peace. I wanted to be excited again. I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself. I wanted to give that gift to my kids, to my husband, to myself, and now I get to offer that same gift to you. And I'm asking you, don't wait as long as I did to open that gift. Take our hand. Let us show you how to build it. Let us show you how to make an extra $200 in the mom cracks or the dad cracks or the full-time cracks. We have all the tools to show you, and we are going to wrap our arms around you as you build it. It is our job to surround you, to be your biggest cheerleader, to show you the ropes. That's what we're here for. But you have to take our hand. That's up to you. And I hope that you're not as stubborn as me, but you give it a chance to be your something different.